If you're into Korea, then surely you have a favorite one of these.
Learning Korean through famous lines from K-dramas and movies on
Welcome to Korea
with Korean Unnie.
It's a Tuesday today, and that means Korean Unnie's in the studio. I will sing along until the music stops. How are you doing, Sohyun?
I'm doing great. It's Tuesday again. Tuesday, one of my favorite day of the week.
Comes around once a week, doesn't it?
Yes, because I get to meet Peter and you guys.
Yay! And you doing a little bit of meditation outside the studio when I went out for my hour toilet break. How is that going? Are you still practicing your yoga in the mornings and meditation daily, is it? Or
yes, I do this, but I mean, when you think of meditation, it seems like, ooh, something special, but it's really just closing your eyes and breathing. So anyone can do it.
We all do it when we go to sleep then. Fantastic. Yeah, no, but I heard an expert. I listened to one guy and I try to follow his guidance, although I haven't done it for ages. I get this reminder on my phone every day, 9:30 p.m., reminder to meditate, and I just swipe and get rid of it, and I don't do it. But he was saying, yeah, it's not a big deal. It can just be this tiny moment where you're bringing yourself back to kind of center, getting some kind of focus and getting rid of all the clutter in your head. So it can be very small and simple, right? And I heard it's so beneficial for people who get stressed out about the little details and stuff. So yeah, I definitely want to practice it more and more. I think I need to meditate now because I'm a bit angry with Rika, who's saying, Lex, are you there? Are you going to do a Q&A again? Lex is not on ARIRANG Radio for hours, okay? You have to wait about 4 hours till he comes. I hope you can enjoy our show. We've got good music. We've got Korean Unnie teaching Korean to you guys as well. So enjoy, sit back and relax, and beautiful Lex will be here later. Don't worry. Have you done anything interesting since we last saw you last Tuesday, Korean Unnie?
Well, let me see. Do I remember anything interesting? I mean, I'm
saw
sure.
social media pictures of you going to a fancy restaurant. Oh, wait, you didn't actually eat at the fancy restaurant. You took a picture outside and then it's somewhere else, it said in your post.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I remember. Yeah. We did go to a fancier restaurant.
Oh.
And it wasn't... I was with my friend, and my friend recently got a boyfriend. So, her boyfriend made a reservation for me and
That's
her
nice
friends.
of her.
Yeah, so
of him, I should say, of the boyfriend. Yeah,
but
he wasn't there.
He was there.
Ah, okay, together.
Yeah, even though the food was not really my taste, it was all right.
What was the cuisine?
It was the Japanese style, omakase.
Oh, the sushi kind
many
of thing.
Sashimi and do you know 굴?
굴, the oysters.
Yeah, oysters,
raw.
but I'm not really into oysters. I can't eat oysters, so...
I can't anymore, because earlier this year I went down to, I think it's called Hadong on the south coast, like 4 hours away, and I had 볶굴. Have you heard of 볶굴?
볶굴?
It's from the river, not the ocean.
Oh.
And they are huge. It's from Seomjingang River, and they only grow there apparently because it's where the tidal waters come into the river and come out. It was like as big as my hand, and I had to eat a whole one raw, freshly caught off the boat, and I couldn't even fit it in my mouth. And it just put me off oysters.
The texture is so chunky and weird, isn't it?
It's so slimy and slippery, and the flavour was all right, but it was just too much at once. So I think I'll take a year off oysters.
Yeah, it makes you kind of want to throw up, right?
A little bit, yes.
But some people like it, so I was surprised. I was like, why do people like it?
It's a delicacy in many parts of the world. My British father and my mum, they used to go to a department store in London once a year for a treat for oysters. They put on some hot sauce or some lemon and vinegar and just swallow them, not even chew them. It's amazing. Today's hashtag, just quickly before we learn some language, is fan or pen.
Fan.
You don't seem...
Like fans? Like your fans or fan like
when you're hot.
When you're hot.
You could talk about that kind of fan if you want, but we're not talking about...
You have a fan in front of you right now.
Yeah, we are not talking about this fan, the Sonpungi that I have in the studio all the time. There we go, some ASMR.
Some high-tech fan.
It doesn't seem like you are the type of person who would get too caught up in being a fan of somebody or something. You're quite level-headed.
Being a fan of someone.
Who is the person or group or team that you've been the biggest fan of in your life? Is there anything?
Yeah, it's funny because I can't really think of it.
Really? Never, even when you're like a teenager?
Yeah, I mean, like, I get caught up in maybe a certain music and I listen to it for a week or maybe like, or like them for a week. But it doesn't last that long.
Yeah, you're not
to call myself a fan of
putting
someone.
up posters of them or anything like that.
Not really.
What about your fans then? Because you've got so many, Korean Unnie.
I don't know, like, and it's kind of for me. I feel embarrassed to call, my viewers as fans because when you think of fans, then. But my viewers and subscribers are maybe, how do I call them? Like, I feel grateful for them to watch my videos
of course.
Stuff, but feel embarrassed to, like, say, ooh, I got lots of fans.
To call them fans, yeah. I guess it could sound a little arrogant like that, and you're very well-grounded, I would say,
Hello,
Korean
my
Unnie.
fans.
Bow down and cheer for me. Well, you definitely have fans, because I remember your video at Trafalgar Square with them all chanting your name. Unbelievable.
Thank you, my London fans.
Let's get on to today's language and our movie/drama.
Oh,
then.
My Doggy Liv says she's a Disney fan, and that makes sense, and a Harry Potter fan, maybe.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, I used to be a Harry Potter fan. Yeah, thank you for letting me find out.
You jogged her own memory. Thank you, My Doggy Lives. Before we get on to doing a bit of acting, we're going to do the 3 phrases we're going to learn today.
Oh, okay. So the 3 phrases that we're going to learn today are, number 1, 오빠도, 어머니도, 우리 가족들도 똑같아.
오빠도, 어머니도, 우리 가족들도 똑같아.
Yeah, many do's here.
Yes, and we're not talking about islands like Dokdo or Jeju-do here.
Or
This is
Ulleungdo.
just ands, right?
Yeah, these are ands. Like you and your mom, my mom and my family, they're all the same.
Yeah, so there's no you here. We'll explain it later. Instead, you use the term oppa as referring to an older guy if you're a girl.
And he's talking to an oppa, so I just translated it to you. Because
It's much easier to say it that way. We wouldn't really do it like that, right? My boyfriend, if you're standing in front of him, you just say you. But
hey, you older boy.
It can be considered a bit rude in Korean in certain circumstances. Second sentence, very short and sweet here.
Second sentence. 네가 조금 아파 지금.
네가 조금 아파 지금.
I don't know, maybe if that person's not really sick, it's not really a sweet thing to say.
This situation is a little bit like that. It's a bit sensitive as well.
Did you watch this?
I think I saw this scene, and I know what the story is about and the reaction. So this means vaguely...
You're a little sick right now.
Yeah, you're a little sick right now.
It sounds a little rude to me.
It's a bit condescending, isn't it?
Peter says to me, you seem a little sick
It's
today.
not even you seem, it's just you are
sick.
a little sick
yeah.
right now, right? Yeah, so we'll get into that and how it links to the story. And then the third, even shorter phrase.
Third one. Oh, this is a nice phrase. You can use this daily. 아침은 먹었어?
아침은 먹었어?
Peter, 아침은 먹었어?
No.
No, you're
my
doing your
fasting.
intermittent fasting.
Yes.
How's it going?
I'm not strict with the time, so it's not really effective. You've got to do 16 hours. I often quit at 14 or 15 hours.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, we saw comments that I seem shrunk, and PD said it's because Peter has swollen. But since we're not getting those comments, it means that your intermittent fasting is working.
Perhaps you did the 3 days fasting, wasn't it, the other week, right?
That was a secret.
And that was a bit of a hellish experience, I remember you saying. So 아침은 먹었어 means?
아침은 먹었어 means, have you gotten your breakfast? Did you have your breakfast?
Did you have your breakfast? We'll get into the word-by-word breakdown in parts 2 and 3, so look forward to that. For the time being, what you need to do is... listen to our acting. We'll tell you what the scene's about, and you've got to guess what movie or what drama, Korean of course, this is. We'll do the rest of the lines in English apart from those 3 we just mentioned. So we've got 2 scenes coming up today.
Yeah, there's two scenes, and so when I tell you the name of the main character, it's kind of easy
Gives it away, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Should we
to guess
just
the name.
call her Ms. Kim?
Yeah, she's Miss Kim. She has the surname Kim, and she is born in 1892. Now, that's a big hint.
Not 1892. She'd be over 100 years old.
1982.
Yes.
So she's this normal woman in her 30s. She's
Regular.
married, and she has her daughter. And she's raising her daughter, but it seems like she's possessed by someone else.
Like, she's having some issues. Let's put it that way, right? Yeah.
That's what it says.
Yeah, in the
scene,
Korean script as well. Yeah, it said like possessed by someone else, but that I don't know.
But is that true? Like, because I didn't watch the movie. I'm not sure.
She's not feeling herself.
Possessed.
Yeah.
I see. So then that's wrong. She's not possessed.
It's not
she's
a
not
demon.
Feeling herself.
Yeah.
She's not feeling herself, and her husband's trying to persuade her to take a rest.
Yeah, and then maybe even saying, go to the hospital.
Go to the hospital.
Yeah, which can be condescending. So that's scene one.
Right.
I'll play the husband.
And the scene two
two
is this woman is talking to her mother on the phone.
Okay, I'll play the mother in that scene.
Ooh,
Let's
love
take
that.
it away. Honey, let's just get some more rest. You should take a break too. It'll get better when Ion grows up.
Are you sure taking care of a child is resting?
Listen, I'm really just thinking about you.
Stop saying that it's because of me. 오빠도 어머니도 우리 가족들도 똑같아. It's just me and the wars.
Jiyoung, I told you to go see the psychiatrist. 네가 조금 아파 지금.
What do you mean? What on earth?
아침은 먹었어?
Yes, I ate while feeding Ayong. What about you, Mom?
Oh, your dad eats breakfast regularly, so I eat well as well.
Mom, do you remember when I was born?
Sure, how can't I remember that? It's vivid. The day you were born, the cherry blossoms were falling beautifully. It was like heavy snow.
I guess I take after you, Mom. It snowed on the day Ayong was born too. I got a pretty daughter.
Oh, I'm getting emotional with the music.
Yeah.
Guess the film or the drama today. And we'll be back in part 2 with your voice clips. We've written them up on YouTube. We'll do the same on V Live. This is from the soundtrack to the movie or drama. It's Hen with Wavingly, 흔들, 흔들. We are back for part 2 of Welcome to Korea with Korean Unnie in the studio. We just did some acting. We played you a song from the soundtrack as well. I think we can give the hint that it is a film. Mm-hmm. And if you know the film, you should have known it from the year. That was a big hint.
I got some correct answers from the comment section.
Yeah, I'm looking on V Live. It doesn't seem like there's anything on there. But on YouTube, I see that there are a few guesses. Leon says Kim Ji-young born 1982 or 82년생 Kim Ji-young.
Right.
Sub Christina also going for the same thing. And Raul, a name Lita, I think, Raul getting a bit confused, saying, is the movie from 1982? No, it's a very recent, within
Same
a year or
age
2
as
years?
Liverpool FC.
1892, yes, that is a very old football club. But no, the movie is from the past year or two, and I think we can confirm it now. Are they all right?
Yeah, so the movie, you guys were all right. The movie is called Kim Ji-young, born in 1982. Mm-hmm. And in Korean, it's 82년생 Kim Ji-young, and that's how in Koreans we say it, you know. 년생, in front of the...
the number.
Yeah, the number. And then when you say 년생, then it means you're born in that year.
Yeah, and we have that weird, I shouldn't call it weird, that unique aging system where we're
weird? What do you mean weird? What's weird about this?
So if I'm born in 1983, my birthday has passed. In Western age, I am 37, right? Uh-huh. But in Korean age, we add a year.
Oh, yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I totally agree with that.
So I'm 38. So often we'll just say our year of birth to have it less confusing.
Yeah.
So I would say 83년생.
Oh,
that
so
was when
you're
I was
only
born.
1 year lesser than this Ji-young.
But Kim Ji-young is my nuna. I will
Your
call
nuna.
her that. My older sister. Yes, indeedy. So that's the Korean title. What about you, Korean Unnie? How old are you? How would you say your thing?
I'm actually 띠동갑 with her.
Oh, so you're 94년생.
Right.
띠동갑 is the 12-year same Oriental zodiac sign animal, if you wanted to put it that way. What does that mean you are again? What animal's that?
So we're both dogs.
Oh, you're dogs.
개띠.
Oh, you're also 띠동갑 with my wife, because my wife is born 1982.
Oh,
there we go. So this film was from a book that was hugely popular,
Yes,
wasn't
it was originally a book, same name, 82년생 김지영, and it sold 1 million books, so it's a steady seller, it's a bestseller.
Yeah.
And they made it a movie. And not just in Korea, they are translated in Japanese, Taiwanese, English, and French. And it's really popular in Japan as well, because maybe the Japanese woman might
relate to it.
Yeah, might relate to it.
Yeah, it's a story about like simple, everyday married life, bringing up kids, but showing you how that simple, everyday life can be such a toll on a lady bringing up a child, you know, bearing the brunt of child rearing and stuff like that, right? So I think it shows her kind of journey into feeling like she's not living her own life. She's almost being forced to live this life, and like the depression that you can fall into and stuff like that. It's not a very like extreme, lots of ups and downs in the movie. It's just really a look at everyday, I guess, life, but in an interesting way, right? My wife saw this with her sister, who's also got a kid, and they were like, they could relate to it, but I don't know. I don't think they agreed 100% with what it was like. It's got an amazing cast, though, right?
Yeah, sorry, I was too focused on Peter's review on that. Got an amazing cast. The woman who played Kim Ji-young is called Jung Yoo-mi.
Yes.
Great actress.
Or Chongbuli, as her nickname is, because she's lovely Chong, I think.
Yeah, she does seem lovely. And the male character that Peter awesomely played while we were doing the acting is Kong Yu from 도깨비. Many people know him from 도깨비, the Goblin drama.
And they were both together in Train to Busan, Busanhaeng.
Yeah. They were married in Train to Busan
They
as well,
weren't
right?
a couple.
I mean,
she was with Ma Dong-seok's character, right?
I remember that.
Yeah, and so they had good chemistry, although they didn't play too many scenes really closely together. So go and check out that film. I think it is on the Flicks, if I'm not mistaken, if you've got a subscription there. We've got lots of clips. We've got some fairly simple language that we can use quite regularly today, I feel. So let's get into some of these. Our first clip is from Leon in Singapore. We'll go to sentence number 1.
오빠,
what happened to the
That's
rest?
it?
Wait. We'll play that once again.
오빠도 어머니도 우리 가족들도 똑같아.
Nice.
Yeah, pronouncing it very like clearly word per word rather than a flow together. So how would you say that, Korean Unnie?
Yeah, he did all right. 오빠도 어머니도 우리 가족들도 똑같아.
오빠도 어머니도 우리 가족들도 똑같아.
Right. She's basically trying to say they're all 똑같아. They're all the same.
You're all the same. So let's split up a couple of these words and then move on to the next clip. 오빠.
Yeah, this one, I mean, like, I think many people know it
Yeah, if you're a
better
fan
than
of
me.
K-pop and Korean, right?
That's a way of saying your older brother. Like, that's the first meaning.
Yeah.
Like, in your family, actually, actual family member.
Yeah.
And then the second meaning, like, that derived from it is just calling an older guy an oppa.
If you're a girl, right? It's gender specific. I can't call my older guy friends oppa. Sounds very strange. I would call them hyung, right, in that instance. And it sounds quite similar to appa, so don't get confused. That's literally dad. And you can only call your dad that. You can't call like your uncle appa or anything like that, right? And then do meaning just and, right? Oppado
Or
and
as well.
As well. 어머니도. So what is 어머니?
어머니 is, you can view it as the same word for 엄마, kind of. But 엄마, you just say this to your mom because it's friendlier.
Okay.
But 어머니 seems to have a little more respect or formality into it.
Yeah, maybe like mother in English.
Oh, yeah.
Like I would say mum usually. I don't call my mother.
Mother.
But some families do. So some families are more formal. But you're right. If you're being more polite to someone else's, how's your mother? You would often say, right?
Yeah. So when you call other person's mom or some older aged woman,
Yes.
then you might say this word.
You might say 어머니, even if it's not your direct mother. You're right, in a kind of warm way. So
yeah. For
that's-
example, when I meet Peter's mom, then I would call her 어머니.
Yeah, even though she's not your mum, you'd still say that, right? That's a part
I wouldn't
of...
call her 아줌마 just randomly.
It would be a little rude, but not totally
It would be
rude.
It would be rude.
Yeah.
Because we're pretty close. Like
Yeah.
if he's a random guy that I don't know, I might call her. No, that's still a little rude.
Still feels rude, doesn't it? We've got a question, by the way, from Yana and Lita, I believe. What's the difference, if any, between 똑같아 and 똑같아?
It's the same. It's just the same ending. But
So could you say it here? 오빠도 어머니도 우리 가족들도 똑같아.
yeah, but 똑같아 seems more, colloquial,
Yeah, a little bit more casual, doesn't it, for some reason?
And if you want to, tell the tone of the language, like more womanly, more girly than what guys say.
Yeah. You would say 똑같아.
But the meaning would be the same.
Exactly the same. Alex from Germany has our second sentence. Let's take a listen.
내가 조금 아파 지금.
Ah, so he said at the front, we said it differently, didn't we? We said 네가 조금 아파 지금. He said 내가 조금 아파 지금. This is a tough one because it's spelled 내가, right?
Yeah, I mean, Alex was right.
You can say it that way,
You
right?
do say it, yeah. It's actually Alex is right.
But if you say it nega, that's confusing, right? Because nega can mean me and you, right? So if you say niga, even though it's not spelt with an E, then you know you're talking about you.
Yeah, so this one is a strange thing because when we actually say, we usually say ni more
니가.
often, but I think it's written, so they wrote it as nega.
Yeah, but if you see it, if you could read it, you know it's you. But if you pronounce it the way it's spelt, nega, then you could be
It's
referring
confusing.
to me, I'm sick at the moment,
Definitely.
or you. So when you say it, I would say to avoid confusion, say niga. But that's
Right.
not respectful, right? To say niga, mo.
Yeah.
If it was someone above you, wouldn't you say like 당신은 or 본인은 or something like
Yeah,
that?
I mean, like, we can say that there would be a nicer way to say you rather than ni. For example, like calling their name.
Yes.
Or calling their nickname, stuff
Yeah,
like that.
like 어머니가 if you're talking to a mother, right? But in this case, 니가 or 내가, as we said, the pronunciation can be
It
means
seems less affectionate.
okay, and that means you. And then 조금,
A little bit.
a little bit. 아파,
Sick
지금.
right now.
Yeah, it's a bit of an interesting word order, the way he said, 네가 지금 조금 아파. You could say it that way, right? Right now, you're a little sick. But
I mean, saying that 네가 조금 아파, like you're a bit sick, it's rude, I think, like for me, like even and especially when you're actually sick.
Yes,
when you're
perhaps.
actually feeling not all right, especially mentally. And then someone says, you're
You're not well right
little
now.
weird,
Yeah, it's a
right.
bit condescending. You're right. And that's why she took it like, what are you talking about? What on earth? Like, not really believing it. We'll get to more of the sentences, more of your clips as well after a song request from Siska, I should say, in Indonesia. You've asked for Pain or Death by Samuel So. Thank you for the request, Siska. Apparently from the soundtrack to Dr. John. It's Welcome to Korea Time. Korean Unnie is in the studio. Moon So-hyun, the big YouTuber, teaching hundreds of thousands of people, literally, Korean language on the platform. We got a load of voice files, I should say, from our listeners to get through. So let's keep going with the language from Kim Ji-young, born 1982. This is Carl in the US, I think, with all three sentences.
우리 가족들도 똑같아.
That was cut off at the start, and you didn't have your headphones, so let's try it again.
오빠도 엄마도 우리 가족들도 똑같아.
nice. And she changed 어머니 to 엄마.
Ah, yeah, you could say that if it's your mum
Because
especially.
it was her mom.
And then,
내가 조금 아파 지금.
내가 조금 아파 지금.
Nice.
Again, it's hard to decipher then if you're talking about me or you. In fact, I would assume you're talking about yourself because that makes more sense, right?
Yeah, when speaking, it would be better when you actually say 니가. Even though, yes, you guys were right when you were pronouncing this. But when you're saying, just say 니가 when it's this 어이.
Niga. We got a question from Zana who said, is there any difference in pronunciation if it's the I, 내가, and the oi, 내가? Because I don't know.
Yeah.
I've heard there is a slight difference.
Yeah, I mean, linguistically saying there is a difference. The first 내가 is where you lower your chin a little more, 내가, and then the latter one it's pronounced in the upper chin like 내가. But yes, it
내가,
sounds very
내가.
different, and I mean very similar. It's very difficult for even Koreans to catch the difference. We actually do this testing of differentiating this. And
Oh, really?
yeah, when we're in primary school, then it's very difficult. And in real life, we don't really differentiate these when we're saying this.
Yeah,
we
that's
just say 니가.
It's the hardest thing for me to know when to spell something, whether it's I or I, if there's an air sound, because they're very well, they're the same to me, I'll be honest. in
Yeah,
my
I
ear.
mean, and nobody really says this in a dictionary way. So it's not the problem in your ears. It's also other people don't really actually say it in the correct way.
There you go. So literally, it's hard to decipher the difference. Don't worry too much about learning that. Get on to Carl's third sentence now.
아침을 먹어서?
아침 먹었어?
아침은 먹었어?
아침은 먹었어 is what the sentence should be. I don't know if you missed the un or I just didn't hear it. But here, 아침,
Nice.
doesn't that just mean morning?
Yes, but 아침 means morning, but it can also mean breakfast.
Okay, so you could say 아침밥
Like
for
dinner.
a full thing, but it can be shortened just to 아침, right? You don't need to put 밥, and it still means breakfast, right?
You can say 아침밥 too, though. It's not a wrong thing to say that.
Okay, 아침은 and then 먹었어 from the verb 먹다.
And turn to a past tense. Did you eat your breakfast?
Did you eat your breakfast? Lovely jubbly. Lots of other clips to play. Let's try and get through them all today. Faz from Malaysia here. You always do an entertaining voice. Let's see if you've done one today. Here goes.
오빠도 어머니도 우리 가족들도 똑같아.
It was a bit quick in the middle there, Faz. Let's try it again.
오빠도 어머니도 우리 가족들도 똑같아.
우리 가족들도. That's quite a mouthful, but you did it very well fast, right? We didn't go through that part of the sentence as well. We did 오빠 and 어머니, then 우리 가족들도 똑같아.
I think many people have feel difficult saying the 가족들도 because
들도.
들도 is a little
Tricky.
tricky.
So 우리 meaning
Us.
us or our, I suppose, in this case, right?
Yeah, this appears a lot in Korea. Everything 우리, like when we refer to our country. When we refer to Korea, we call them 우리나라.
Yeah, our country.
Our country. When we say my house, we say our house.
우리 집.
When we say my husband, we say our husband.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense in English to say, if I'm talking to you, our
Tell me
wife.
our husband, you know?
You're like, it's not my wife, but that's kind of adding to that kind of feel that we're all one
Community.
people, we're all together, right? So our, in this case, 가족들도. 가족 meaning...
Family.
And then what's the 들 doing here? 가족들.
Yeah, so it might be weird when we say 가족들도, but I think she is referring to all of her family members.
Yeah, all the members in there. 들 is usually used when it's more than one person, right? Like 애들 meaning children rather than 애 meaning just a child.
Yes.
And then the do again meaning and or also. And 똑같아, we've done that meaning.
Same. I think she's saying this in a negative way, right?
Yeah, you're all the same.
All the
you, my
same.
mum, my family, kind of criticizing me. We'll get to Yana from Malaysia doing sentence 2 now. Here it goes.
네가 조금 아파 지금.
Again, going for the nega because it's spelt that way, but we would advise you, as we said, to make it more clear, 니가 조금 아파 지금. So is it 조금 or 조금?
Yes. 조금, 조금. Doesn't really matter.
We both say that, right? Even though the spelling is 조금, I think I always say 조금.
Yeah.
조금, meaning like a little.
Yeah, it kind of adds to the meaning, like when you say 조금, like
you feel
it
it's
seems
even
very little.
Little bit. 조금 아파, a little bit sick. 지금. We've got another clip as well to play from Siska in Indonesia. Let's take a read. And you sent in a photo of the book as well. Wow.
오빠도 어머니도 우리 가족들도 똑같다. 내가 조금 아파 지금. 아침은 먹었어?
Nice.
Sounds brilliant, doesn't it? 아침은 먹었어?
Perfect.
So if you wanted to say, have you eaten lunch? How would you do that?
점심은 먹었어?
점심은 먹었어? If you leave out the that marker, is it okay? Do we still understand?
Yeah, definitely. 점심 먹었어?
점심 먹었어. I'm bad with and nuns. When I talk, I always leave them out. So you still understand, and some people don't use them.
Still, it's still the same, I think. It doesn't
Okay.
make a big difference.
Good. 점심 먹었어 or 저녁 먹었어? Have you eaten dinner? But if you want to be totally grammatically correct, would it be 저녁은
No, I think
먹었어?
actually just 저녁 먹었어, 아침 먹었어. It's not about grammatical.
Just
thing.
style.
I think it's it adds the meaning when you put this un or nun.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of assuming that you didn't really do anything and saying, 아침은
okay.
먹었어? Like, did you at least do this?
Yes, it does have that meaning there, doesn't
You
it?
kind of
Yeah.
got it, right?
Yeah. So the does change the meaning. So 아침 먹었어 is totally fine if
It's
you're
just
just
asking, yeah.
But that has, you're right, a slight feel of, well, did you at least eat breakfast? 아침은 먹었어? We got one last clip from Zana in Malaysia as well. Here goes.
아침은 먹었어?
Perfect. 아침은 먹었어?
Yeah, very casual.
Nice and jolly. Thank you to everyone who sent in voice clips. You can do so after the show finishes, and we might play it on Saturday's review. Soyeon, thank you so much for coming in today as ever. And next week, I'm guessing it's going to be song lyrics.
Ooh, so excited.
Yes, we'll see you next Tuesday.
Thank you so much for inviting.
Let's play a song request from Raul in Argentina. This is Bolfour's Workaholic.